Hey friends, it's Dimitri with Rubrashka Streetwear. So I'm out here on a walk. Look at this, it's super foggy, and it's like a nice little, I'm by the river over here, nice little walk. So I wanted to make an impromptu video about something I saw on Instagram. And whenever I see something that, gets my attention that I think you guys should hear about, like some advice from my perspective, I'll definitely keep making short videos like this. But anyways, so the video was an ad, and there's this guy, and he had this giant pile of hoodies basically on the street, like on concrete pavement, and then he's jumping into the pile, right? And at first I was like, oh, that's an interesting marketing ploy, get people's attention, you're showing that you got tons of orders, stuff like that. But I was also hesitant to say it was a good thing, because it's not a good brand image to have your packages and stuff like that in an environment where they shouldn't be, I guess what I'm saying, like a way for them to get damaged, right? And then I clicked on the comments and it confirmed my suspicions. So the first set of comments were pretty obvious. Like, people were like, hey, I don't want to see my package, just strewn across the road, and you're jumping into it. You're basically on my product. You're damaging it in a way. And stuff does get damaged like that. When you throw around a parcel a lot like that, they will tear and rip. And that's evident from the post office. If it's been sent around the world, you will see how damaged stuff can actually get. So you definitely want to take care of your customers' packages and stuff like that, and don't do that kind of stuff. Second set of comments I saw were basically people complaining about long wait times, and they're like, bro, you're doing all this, you're making this marketing ad, but you haven't shipped my stuff out, we've been waiting, blah blah blah. So I guess that kind of marketing thing that he was doing, it did get people's attention, but it also had some negative consequences, right? So in a way, you can hear the train back there. I don't know if you can see it. In a way, he was kind of damaging his brand like that. And I've seen this in multiple ways as well. I'll explain. So I remember I also saw someone back then, they were like packaging their products in like a very kind of dingy environment. There was like animals running around in the background, like pets, So, just think about pet hair, and that kind of environment is not good for your brand. So you really want to minimize or get rid of having that perception on your brand, right? And I'll ask you a question to think about for a second. Who would you trust to detail your car? A detailer whose car is completely disorganized and messy, has dings and dents, and the car is just filthy? Or would you rather trust a detailer whose car is immaculate and it looks beautiful? It looks like he took care of it and he knows what he's doing, because his own car is like that. So most of you will probably say the second person. You'd want that person to do it, right? So, and this is common because I've seen, my arm's getting tired. I have been into detailing like as a hobby for cars and stuff for a while, and I've seen a lot of detailers do that. They have very immaculate cars, everything's organized, stuff like that, and that's a good thing, and actually I've seen a lot of them advertise that on Instagram. They always show themselves cleaning their cars, and they show the inside of it, how everything's so clean, organized. So yeah, that's like a way that people protect their brand image, and you want to do that as well. You don't want people to be getting the wrong ideas from your brand. And there's other ways that this happens as well. Another company that I saw from an ad do something like this was, I saw Liquid Death. I don't know if you guys have heard of that brand. It's like a water and aluminum cans, and their tagline is death to plastic, right? So they kind of have like a pseudo environmentalist angle to this, right? But I saw an ad that they did, and they have actually before I criticize this ad, I'm gonna first say that they have some of the best ads, and they have a remarkable ad agency, because their ads probably will be studied in school, so they're really good at that. But I did see one ad that didn't really line up with their brand, and it really wasn't that clever of an ad compared to the rest of them, because a lot of their ads, like I said, are really, really good, but this one's kind of just, it didn't make sense. So they had hats for sale because they have a merch line that's pretty cool, and they just lit up a hat on fire, and everyone in the comments were like, they're like, oh, death to plastic. Okay, you're gonna light up a hat that's made out of plastic, because those are made out of polyester and all that stuff, and you're kind of, you know, emitting toxins into the air, right, for this marketing purpose, right? So that's a small way that I thought, and people in the comments did as well, that was not really a smart thing for them to do as a brand, if their brand image is basically talking about, you know, getting rid of plastic, being environmentally friendly, stuff like that. And in a real life, not real life, but in a larger example of this that we often see is there's a lot of world leaders that take private jets to climate summits. And then in those climate summits, they talk about pollution and how people need to ride their bike to work. Now, maybe the message is good, but the way the message was delivered, that's not so good, right? And people are going to be very turned off by that, and they're basically going to just say that you're a hypocrite for doing that, right? So you want to avoid looking or acting hypocritical as much as you can in your brand. And sometimes it's very difficult to do that. I myself have to think about that a lot. So one easy way for us as owners to get caught up in that is to basically get very into the marketing, social media aspect of our brands, but we're neglecting customers, right? So if you have a big backlog of emails and messages from customers, but then you're constantly posting on social media and stuff like that, you're not really taking care of those customers that have inquiries, you're gonna run into that problem, because they're gonna see you being very engaged with your brand, but you're not taking care of your customers, right? So that's another example of kind of tarnishing your brand image if you want to be customer centric. So I hope this quick video helps you guys understand the importance of maintaining a good brand image and being careful with it as much as you can. So I hope this video helps, and I'll catch you guys later. Thanks.